test positive one more time, I will revoke your bond. I'm going to put you in jail. It's just not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm now amending your bond conditions to have you put a SCRAM on your ankle. This thing is extremely finicky and it detects anything that you put on your body. So if you try to come here and say it's mouthwash, it was a tequila lollipop, it was hair dye, I don't care. Excuses go in one ear, they go out the other.
Okay. We're here for a PTI admonishment. He's in DWI PTI right now, and he's being honest and admitting that hasn't been able to stop drinking.
Come up.
In his SOP, so they're recommending putting him into a more intensive IOP program. And he did say that he's been sober for a month now.
I'm putting a SCRAM on his ankle though, you know. Not a good morning. No, this is no tolerance. I don't understand what you're not getting, you know. If we have facilities for you, if you're unable to stop, you know, we're giving you the opportunity by yourself. If you're not able to do it, then we have treatment facilities for you. That's it. Test positive one more time, I will revoke your bond. I'm going to put you in jail. It's just not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm now amending your bond conditions to have you put a SCRAM on your ankle. This thing is extremely finicky and it detects anything that you put on your body. So if you try to come here and say it's mouthwash, it was a tequila lollipop, it was hair dye, I don't care. Excuses go in one ear, they go out the other. Do you understand? Have you spoken with them to see if they still want to even keep him on?
Yes. So the recommendation is to modify him and put him into IOP. He's in SOP currently, but they want him to go into IOP followed, I guess, by SOP to get it done.
Something more has to happen. He had 2 bond violations while he was even on bond, and now we have this?
Things just got serious. The judge is done giving gentle warnings. SOP isn't working, means this defendant's running out of road. IOP is basically court speak for intense rehab or you're going behind bars. What do you think? Is the judge being too strict or just realistic here?
And he has been participating in the treatment, and this has been coming up at treatment, and he's being honest about it. Outside of him being honest, this wouldn't even have come up. So I do know that he understands that, and he's trying to get better, and he does report back that he's been sober for a month and 4 days now. So I think he is doing better, and he's on the right track, and I think the IOP will help him.
When does it start?
He's currently enrolled in SOP from what I can tell, so I would assume after he completes that, he'll start.
I think that we need to just kill the SOP and start with IOP now. No, I mean, SOP is obviously not working, right? When did he start SOP?
Let me double check.
So, Felicia, SCRAM on today, please.
Want to be enrolled in the PTI program, and that would be a probation.
Do we do that through you though, then, Shatori, the SCRAM?
We can switch it over, but you'll have to cover those.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's, you know, the consequence of behavior, right? You will be responsible for paying for the SCRAM device. I can't pay for it because you're no longer on bond. You're going to have to foot the bill. If you don't pay for it, it's going to go into lockout. And if it goes into lockout, I'm going to revoke your bond. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So I'd like it on today though.
Okay.
The judge's tone here? That's controlled frustration. You can hear it. Something deeper needs to happen. Translation: I'm trying to help you before you self-destruct. This moment shows how judges balance punishment with hope, and that's not easy.
Okay, so I need to reach out to Ashley to see where we're going to go, because I think something deeper needs to happen, because it's not enough. You know, the drinking is still occurring. It occurred while we're on bond, and there has to be some kind of consequence, you know? So I don't know, Eric, I'll email you, and I'm going to email Ashley, and we'll see but take a seat for me. Okay, I'm not ready to reset it just yet. So let me reach out to her. And
You want to reach out to her right now?
I'm going to reach out to her right now. Okay, hi. I know that you guys are now talking about having tiered PTI programs. Is that right?
Goal.
That's such a great goal. We have this case here where this gentleman is in a PTI. He has 2 BVRs while he's on bond. our cases, right? Now, gets in the program, now we have more.
Notice how they're double-checking the case file mid-hearing? Classic courtroom mix-up. It happens more often than you'd think. But this quick correction also shows how closely they're tracking each offender's history. No one's slipping through unnoticed anymore.
So obviously what we're doing, it's just not working.
So he's in the program?
Correct. And now we're here on more violations.
And I'm sorry, because I thought he had applied and that he was
No,
denied.
he's in.
That's not him. About it.
Oh, I pulled up the wrong person, sorry. What's the cause number?
It is... What's the last name again, Eric?
Have it right here. 250-2446. Not seeing it. Yeah, so he had a couple of bond violations. He got into the program. He's doing SOP. And as part of his SOP, he was honest with him and just told him that he had been drinking. And I believe the last time he told him he was drinking was January the 5th.
Okay.
So they filed.
That zero tolerance line, that's the legal nail in the coffin. From this point, one sip of alcohol, even mouthwash, could send him straight to jail. Courts use SCRAM devices to monitor every drop, literally 24/7 surveillance on your ankle. Would you be able to live under that kind of pressure?
I guess a
You know,
violation
people
on
will
it.
say that, but it's, how do we really know?
Right.
You know?
And the recommendation from the CSO was to continue supervision, but change him to IOP where he can get more intensive treatment. And then judge today's wanting to put him on a SCRAM device as part of the program as well. And he wanted to speak to you about potentially,
How do we
can
go
think of anything else.
so that we know?
So,
You know, because it's, what we're doing now is just not working.
so what I can do is, because it looks like I've received a violation report and just I haven't responded to it yet. I can agree to keep him in the program. At this point with IOP and a SCRAM device. So he would have to turn in whatever device he has now, switch to a SCRAM,
There's absolute no tolerance.
and then
It's
on zero tolerance.
and I don't care what it is, Eric, you know, it's just, but
This moment's actually powerful. The judge acknowledges the man's honesty, saying he'd have been caught eventually. That's a rare mix of compassion and authority. It's like the system saying, we still see your effort, but don't mistake mercy for weakness.
and I think that this is a prime example of how we need to have tiered, you know, that it's so sorely needed because, you know, DWIs are not just one thing,
That's good, right,
one,
absolutely.
and that's what we've been doing for 4, and it's just not right. And then that's why we're back here, where had we probably started out with a more intensive, and I don't know why, because we had the violations in the interim. Maybe the TRAS was done prior to the violation?
And I also don't believe previously that violations were given much attention. So we now have methods in place to better track an applicant who has bond violations so that we can look at exactly what happened with each of those to evaluate whether, you know, we think they're an appropriate candidate, and if so, should we be looking, you know, more in detail behind the TRAS recommendations or adding things on top of the TRAS, so.
Do you mind bringing your client up? I certainly appreciate the honesty. I think that we probably would have found out at some point regardless, you know?
I think it shows that he has the want to do better.
You know, I appreciate the honesty. I really do. I think that we probably would have caught on at some point, because you can't just, you know, you can lie to us, but you can't lie to yourself, right? The idea of this program is for you to better yourself, to learn, so you don't come back, or so you don't make a decision where you create such a chaos where you kill someone, you maim someone. That's what we're trying to prevent with these programs, to give you the tools, to give you the knowledge so that you don't go out there and make a boneheaded move where you kill someone. You know, if you kill yourself, okay, great. Don't leave a wake of destruction. That's all we're asking. It's absolute no tolerance from this forth, from now on. And I don't care what the excuse is. I don't care what the blow is. I don't care how small. I don't care how minute what it is. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I guess that's it. We'll
I'll respond to the DWI PTI unit with what we just discussed. And then they'll let you know what you need to do going forward.
Okay, yeah, as far as the removal order, they'll contact him for the interlock and then switch him to the SCRAM.
That would have to come from the CLO. I
Okay.
believe that's where it would come from.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Yeah, I want to ask you one more quick thing. All right, guys, please.
Future dates not necessary.
I don't know how that works.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we keep the same